Hey guys, Fire here, bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out Lunar Lander Beyond. This game is developed by Dreams Incorporated and published by Atari. It's currently available in the Xbox Store for a price at the $30. So, what is Lunar Lander? It's kind of a reimagination of the old school Lunar Lander game that came out way probably back in like the 80s. Early 90s, somewhere around that area, where it actually has a built-in story, full mission base. You'll visit tons of planets and take on over 30 plus missions in the game as you kind of explore to save people, to dodge meteorites, and do all kinds of fun things, all throughout a really fun and vibrant world within the game. As you play, you're going to unlock new abilities, get opportunities to collect power-ups and different kind of things all along the way in a really just well-funded packaged game that has stress management, all kinds of things going on for it, as well as a story that kind of actually pulls you in a little bit. It's, one that you can ignore if you want to, but if you want a decent kind of story base to kind of give you some context for the game you're playing, it's actually pretty fun. The missions throughout the game are actually very diverse. There's a lot of content here and a lot of unique things that you're going to be experiencing while you're playing. You're going to have to manage the stress of your crew, you have to manage your ship, go between different pilots and all kinds of things in between just to accomplish the variety of missions. You'll be able to get different upgrades for your ships and then all kinds of other things all along the way as you're just continue to fight to get whatever missions you need to complete done. It's a lot of fun in a game that has very basic controls. Basically using your analog stick to manage your thrust, fuel, and everything in between to kind of ultimately get your ship to a good point to complete whatever missions you have in front of you, and make sure your pilots don't ultimately go insane, as weird things can happen as they kind of lose their psychotic state of mind, I guess is the way you could kind of put it. It's interesting, it's weird, it's wacky, but it's a ton of fun all at the same time. While you're going throughout the levels, you're going to slowly get introduced to new mechanics and mechanisms throughout the game, and you're going to have opportunities to get to different ships, like I said, visit different planets, and actually get to experience a really well-designed and diverse story, all within this quaint little package of a game. For me, it's been a ton of fun getting to revisit a lot of these reimagined Atari games over the past kind of couple years as they've been doing them, and they've all been a lot of fun. There's not really any time where the games aren't enjoyable, and you're really gonna, I think, struggle to find instances where you just can't have a lot of fun getting a more modern, updated take on some really great retro classic games while you're playing. And for me, I think Lunar Lander Beyond hit a kind of a good spot. It's challenging, it's difficult, it's even harder when you're trying to explain your thoughts on a game while you're talking and sharing a review, but it's fun nonetheless as you get to experience everything. Visually, the game looks great. I love the aesthetics. This one might be the best among all of them that I've gotten to play so far. Visually, it just looks great. I love the art style that kind of embodies the original Lunar Lander game, but brings it beyond. I know, kind of corny to go off the title there, but it's kind of cool. You get to manage your ship, different abilities, so there are different difficulties, so you kind of get a variety here. There's opportunities for a ton of different saves. You can do a little bit of settings, but there's not too much, because let's be honest, there's not a lot of controls that you really need to worry about. Overall, I think this game coming in at a price of the $30 isn't bad for what's here. It's not going to be a crazy long game, but it's a good reimagining. I personally think it might be a little better around its $20 price point, but it's still pretty fun for what's here. I don't really have too many things I can knock against it. It's probably it's not probably the number one kind of reimagined game they've done. I think that goes to the recent Pong one that came out that was just so much fun to see how they reimagined Pong. But Lunar Lander Beyond's a solid little game, and I think if you enjoyed it and grew up with that, or maybe even your parents or grandparents did, definitely a game worth checking out, and maybe you could just show them, maybe get them into some modern day gaming with you. Outside of that, guys, I'd love to hear what you think of my review down below low in the comments. As always, thanks for checking out my channel, and I hope to see you again soon.